Hello again, everybody. Joshua Hatton back doing some Single Cask Nation whiskey reviews. I'm highlighting some of the whiskeys in release number 5, which just came to the U.S. Just a couple weeks ago, July 2019. The last video I did was for our Clynelish 23-year-old. That was from a second fill Oloroso Sherry Butt. This next one is also from Clynelish. We wanted to highlight two different styles of Clynelish, show you what the differences between age and cask will do to a distillery spirit. And so what I'm reviewing today is the Clynelish 9-year-old, 58.1% alcohol. As you can see by the color, it's fairly light. This is from a first fill bourbon barrel, 221 bottles from the barrel, and 58.1% alcohol. And this gives you an idea of where the flavors lie. As you can see, it's a bit more heavy on the floral and sweet side. It's not big and woody. It's not super earthy. A little bit of spice. So that'll give you an idea of where some of the flavors lie. And of course, we always put truncated tasting notes on our bottles. But let's actually taste this whiskey. Again, this is one of 8 whiskeys that came to the U.S. in release number 5. And you can find out all of the details about release number 5 on the Single Cask Nation website. You just go to singlecasknation.com. And if you go over to the navigation, you'll see an area where it says blog, and one of the blog listings, the newest one, talks about release number 5 and gives you all of the cask details. Now, the last one I tasted, there's no water left in there, was our 23-year-old Clynelish, and that one is supposed to retail on shelves for about $265. 23 years old. Sherry butt matured. It makes sense. This 9-year-old will sit on shelves for around $95, maybe $100, somewhere around there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the last one, the 23-year-old, was more focused on these classic notes of like used bookstores and studies with wood panels and leather seats and cigar wrappers and pipe tobacco. There's also a fruitiness too. We got some guava in there. We got some black currants and prunes and things like that. So yeah, but it was overall like a very heavy, darker, deeper whiskey. This, oh my gosh, this is so incredibly bright, and it's loaded with candy store treats. There's banana Laffy Taffy in here. There's Juji fruits. There's Honey Nut Cheerios. And I think it's even said it on the label here. I started getting lemon curd. Yeah. Lemon curd, green apple, charred wood. It's really bright and inviting. Fruit roll-ups. That's so nice and fresh smelling. This is almost too easy smelling. All right, I'm going to go in for the sip. Okay, so there is a waxiness here. It's oily, but it's not as intensely waxy as the 23-year-old. As you can imagine, this is 9 years old, so it's going to be a bit more vibrant, a bit brighter. It's more alcohol too. The 23-year-old is 52.4. This is 58.1. So you're just dealing with a slightly different animal. I'm going to take a second sip, see if it gets a bit waxier on the second sip, and then let's see what flavors I find. Oh, wow. Coming back to the nose, there's like a sandalwood kind of note, a note that you'd get in, say, Yamazaki 12 or some sort of Japanese whiskey where they'd use Mizunara oak. That's usually where I find that kind of note. It is oily. It is slightly waxy. There's a prickly I can't talk. A prickly presence on the palate, on the tongue, which is really nice. It's really bright. It's engaging. There's a lot of honey in here. There's a bit of green apple. I think the notes said green apple here. Lots of malt. Really rich malt. Some underlying black pepper, ground black peppercorns. And now a citrusy quality as the finish starts to kick in. This sort of tangerine rind or the slices themselves. It's really juicy. Wow. You know, it's funny, when Jason and I select these casks, you know, we're given typically sample bottles around this size. Sometimes they get a little smaller. If we're lucky, we get samples around that size. And now Jason and I selected this back in January. I take that back, maybe late February. And you'll see the label. The label says bottled in March of 2019. Well, there's always a delay. It wasn't bottled in March of 2019. It was actually bottled in late June of 2019. But just to give you an idea, you know, we tasted these back in February. And so, you know, I'm tasting this and I'm saying, oh, wow, this flavor, wow, that flavor. I'm kind of surprised, not surprised, but it's been a while since I tasted this. So I'm just being reminded of all the reasons we selected this cask. And I can tell you I'm damn happy that we did select this cask. It's a really good whiskey at a very affordable price for Clynelish. Honeycomb cereal. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but those wax lips that you'd find in like penny store candies, red wax lips. So you chew on them, all those starts to warm up and turns almost gum-like, and you get these really, really fruity flavors, almost like cherry-like. Really nice, really beautiful whiskey. I love both the Clynelishes, the 23 and the 9-year-old. I drink them for totally different reasons. This 9-year-old is something that you are going to drink anytime, early, midday, early evening, what have you. But I think the 23-year-old, that's something you reserve for later on. That's something you treat yourself to at the end of the day. So I hope this video helped everybody. I want to thank all of their Single Cask Nation members, all of the those that are enthusiasts for our whiskeys. And for those of you who have not yet tried our whiskeys, I hope that this video and some of the others that we've done help you as you're looking to make any future whiskey purchases. Anyway, thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate it.